Your brain is essentially a supercomputer and you're barely tapping into its potential. Instead of optimizing it, you're suffering from a few small habits, which are essentially computer viruses. In this video, you're going to learn exactly what modern day habits are handicapping your potential and what new protocols you can install to refresh your mind and achieve your dreams. The idea for this video came to me through the issues that I experienced with my laptop. I consistently get incredibly frustrated with my laptop as it freezes up and fails to perform even basic functions such as opening up Task Manager. My PC is so slow, it can't even display what's slowing it down. As I researched what causes this phenomenon further, I came across the term thrashing. Thrashing is a technical term in computer science for when a computer's memory is overused and it gets stuck from completing even basic processing abilities. As a computer is stuck in the mode of thrashing, its performance degrades significantly. Being an engineer, I wanted to get to the root of this thrashing problem. What I found is that the computer performs much better if you limit the amount of applications that are running at once. By removing some background processes, your computer will free up memory to execute upon the application which you care about the most. Soon enough, you'll learn that your brain works the exact same way. Your mind, the computer. I give this example because your brain is built a lot like my laptop. We have the ability to perform an application quite well. That is, if no other applications get in the way. As your cognition is clogged up with other actions that need to be made, you get overwhelmed and do none of them. Instead, you're stuck in a high entropy state and are wasting significant levels of energy mentally flipping between priorities. When you let a bunch of tasks stack up in your memory, you're reducing your ability to accomplish any of them well. If you're thinking about doing the dishes and walking your dog and finishing an essay and calling your grandpa and tracking an Amazon package all at once, you're gonna get stuck in a state of thinking about what you have to do instead of actually doing any of it. This is akin to the concept of paging. When there are multiple tasks in the queue to do and you simply think about which one you should be doing, you're not actually making any action and are instead in a state of limbo where you're increasing your stress and cognitive fatigue. The solution to your mental thrashing is the same as on the computer. Start deactivating programs. That script in your head of arguing with a coworker, that's not serving you very well while you're playing basketball. So turn it off. The memory of having to do the dishes while you're on a bike ride, again, this is intrusive and it's only gonna interfere with the enjoyment of the moment. Now, of course, this is easier said than done. On a computer, it's quite easy to open up the Task Manager and click End Program. When we have an intrusive thought, it's not quite as simple as this. Through the remainder of this video, I'm gonna take you through a step-by-step process for identifying the programs that need to be turned off and exactly how you can turn them off. Step 1, define your objective. The first and most crucial step is to identify what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Simply ask yourself, what is your intention? What is the most important task in front of you right now which you hope to accomplish? If you're not clear on this, you're gonna drift around and be stuck in the thrashing stage forever. When you're using your computer and are mad that it's not loading these things quick enough to play your favorite video game, then you can now direct your focus to deactivate other programs which are not running the task at hand, which are slowing you down. The same must be true for when you're trying to accomplish a task. Reflect on what you want and keep that intention in the forefront of your mind as we move forward. Step 2, look inside. Once you're clear on what it is you desire to accomplish, it's now time to look at your Task Manager and see what other programs are active. You must raise your self-awareness over your thoughts and see what relates to your previously stated goal. Anything else can be considered noise, which is only going to hinder you in accomplishing your goal. Simple awareness will help move you away from that which does not serve you, as long as you're still cognizant of what your intention is. Step 3, bucket thoughts. As you take a look inside, you don't want to immediately dismiss other thoughts in your mind as they may relate to other tasks that are to be accomplished. When this is the case, you need to get out the old journal and start jotting ideas down. When we hold this to-do list in our mind, we're limiting our capacity to achieve in the present moment. By simply writing down your other projects, you're freeing up precious bandwidth, which can then be used on your current objective. For as long as there are important thoughts in your head, keep writing. Once you run out of things that you know that you must do, you can put the journal aside and come back later. If you want to get ahead of the curve, you can apply the Eisenhower matrix to this list of tasks. We covered this framework in detail in another video, which I'll link in the description and below. For now, that's not necessary to implement, as we should keep our focus on the intended task. Step 4, narrow focus. As we bucket our thoughts, We're trying to clear our mind. This is not always effective, as we might be under some sort of cognitive fatigue. Much like how your computer performs better after a restart, the same is true for your brain. Restarting through an NSDR or a few minute meditation can be enough to reboot your mind and improve its ability to narrow focus. I also covered a video on this, which I'll also link in the description below. In addition to these tips, I highly recommend you engage in stimulus suppression while you're working on your task. Auditory and visual distractions are just that, distractions. You must eliminate any risk of them sabotaging your work session with the right environment. If you're in a distraction-free environment, you limit the risk of your mind traveling to la la land and getting caught in the thrashing loop again. Step 5. Execute. With the background noise gone, do what it is that you know you can do. You'll be surprised just how well you do it when there are no distractions lingering in your mind. Here, make quick work of your task and feel accomplished for just how powerful your mind really is when you set it up for success and define criteria and eliminate unnecessary background processes. I personally have really improved my output through this simple framework. The hardest step for me is to look inside and find out what is lingering, taking up my previous mental bandwidth. As you get better at the self-awareness of what it is that is on your mind, your capacity to execute will grow stronger than ever. Step 6, repeat. After you execute, the next step is simple. Start again. Return to step 1 again with the list of thoughts that you bucketed in step 3. Looking over your list of projects that you know that need to be accomplished, pick the next important one and go through these steps again. Refer to that Ike Matrix video if you're conflicted on how to pick up your next priority. Now, a bonus section is how to overclock. Now that we know the 6-step process to overcome mental thrashing, you're probably wondering what other tips and tricks that we have at Science and might be able to unlock the potential of the mind. Are there any other similarities between computers and our mind that can be leveraged? Luckily for you, there are. The mind can be overclocked to accomplish this 6-step cycle at even greater speeds. The secret? Getting into flow state. Flow state is a phenomenon we've covered in great deal on the channel already. If you want to learn about how you can leverage tech to get into the flow state more easily, check out a review of the Focus Calm device on our website. This device really helped me overclock my mind and accomplish goals far quicker than I previously was. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, as it really helps us spread our message to more people just like you. Let me know in the comment section below if this concept was helpful, and return back to this video after trying out the exercise with your feedback on how much more productive you became. Until next time, thanks for watching.